Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm super excited to present you a new book that I've received for review. It's published by Mus Publishers, very well known for the excellent Dutch versions of Hannah Carlson's coloring books, Maria Trolle coloring books, Johanna Basford. Today I'm not presenting a coloring book, but a tutorial book for tips and tricks how to color in cozy pictures. But I thought it was super important to take a look at how to make special effects with markers. I usually don't color with markers. I only do some pictures based with alcohol markers. And therefore, I thought it was also very convenient or exciting to discover if I could apply all the tips and tricks that I saw in this book, if I could apply them to a regular coloring page. Now I'm going to show you, it's a very thick book. It's by Club Kokoro. There are also coloring books by this author. She's called Julia Anna Yes. And really, this book has made me super excited to try out more coloring techniques with markers. So without further ado, we are going to dive straight in. So in the front we have our This Book Belongs To page. Now I'm afraid it's only available in Dutch as far as I could find on online. I've seen it on Amazon with the price, if I'm not mistaken, for 15 euros, which is super cheap for such a beautiful book. But I'm sure nowadays in Google Translate times, it's the little drawings, you will see it within a minute. They speak for themselves, what you have to do, which materials you need, and if you're a bit uncertain what is written below the little pictures, you can always use Google Translate, write down a bit, a few sentences in your own language to, if you want to revisit the book or a specific page that you can find back, or that you easily can take a look back at what you've scribbled down and start coloring again. So here on the bottom you can see some of the books that are published by Club Kokoro. This is the index page with all the little objects that you can color. A teapot, cherries, a campfire. But here on the top, some techniques: wet on dry, wet on wet. It's a very complete book. I'm really, as I was telling you already, I'm a noob for alcohol markers because I only use them as a base. I don't use them for shadowing. And so I really wanted to try it out and see, maybe broaden my horizon into the cozy coloring. But if not, I really wanted to take a look as well if I could apply such tips and tricks for my regular coloring pages. So I'm not going too much into detail because it is a review book and I don't want to spoil too much for everyone. It's super nice that you can discover bits and pieces by your own, but in short, you have a bit about alcohol markers, what they are, how they work. Same with acrylic markers, because you will also need those. It's possible to use some pencils as well. How you have to blend the methods you can use, which colors are perfect for blending, which are a little bit more difficult, which are not matching at all. It's all included here. So the first section now here, we are talking about shadow, how to create shadow in objects with alcohol markers. Shadow and light, lights from right, left, above, below. So, and you have an envelope, which was well explained in different steps. And then I tried it myself on the bottom, and I was really surprised how it looked. I really like the fact that they give the optional tip to cover the black lines of your objects. I'm addicted to the Languo gel pens. I think they're fantastic, and I really like to use them in my coloring or on my coloring pages, in my coloring books. So it was a really, it's super nice that they give the option to leave it like this with the shadows of the alcohol marker, or if you want to go a step further, to outline the black lines. So yeah, to make it even more soft. Here I've tried the kettle. Be aware, because this is not a coloring page, it's just a beautiful inlay for the page on the right side, but you have bleed through with alcohol marker. So if there's something else here on the other side of the book, maybe it's best to draw an envelope on a separate page, or further on in the book there are also practice pages, so you can use them as well. So the kettle, I've also outlined everything. I did a small mistake. I didn't see that I had a third green color that I could use, so I've only used one green color and one brown. But hey, I really like the effect. And there are some coloring pages with kettles, and I always think, oh no, it's such a lot of work. And with this technique, if it's a single-sided book, it's really perfect. So I'm super enthusiastic. I'm not sure how you explain it in English. The sun hat, also super intrigued because they were not only explaining how to use the shadow, but also how to make little designs in a hat. And at first, I'm going to grab my coloring page. I've chosen a Disney coloring page, and I was super afraid to apply this technique on that page because, yeah, Disney is my favorite thing to color at the moment. It's for a few months already now, and I started coloring in my little Lady Charlotte of the Fairy Tale Princess and the Frog, and I thought, oh, I'm afraid. Will it turn out okay? And then I thought, what the heck? I'm just going to try it, and this is the result so far. So I've based Charlotte, as you can see, with alcohol markers, and then for the hat and the dress, I've used the dry shadow technique on the hat here and on her dress, and then I decided to follow the little tutorial to make, yeah, a hat or a dress, or you name it. It could also be a skirt or pants, to give it extra life. And I'm super excited because this dress and this hat would have cost me quite an amount of time to make sure that I blended everything with pencil, same for the dress. And now it's so poppy, so playful, just like she is, and I really love the effect. So again, super happy with this book and with the small steps. There are 4 steps to take, and then you get such a lovely little, yeah, another effect just by applying those small steps. So I'm super excited, really happy that I've received this book and that I can show you, for people who are looking for tutorial books for cozy coloring. This is really, yeah, I'm super excited. So I'm just going to flip through a bit further. I'm not going to babble on or rattle on for every page that I'm showing, but you can see for yourself. It's again small steps, and you get from a plain sweater one with yeah, an effect. Gingerbread Man for the Klara Markova books. This one, I'm also looking forward to use these tips, because I always have trouble with bushes in Hannah Carlson books and Disney books, and I think you can create really lovely volumes with a few tips. Same for trees. Super excited to try everything out. Really, this dress, yes please, really, really, they thought of everything. And this outlining, it's so soft, so fluffy. A wooden sign. The little, it's called nerven in Dutch, but I don't know how these lines are called in English, but how many times do we see such a wooden thing and are a bit struggling with how to make it look like real wood? Well, here you go. And these are the extra practice pages that I was talking about. For Christmas time. Slippers around Christmas time. Maybe there are a Christmas present. Nice little socks. A hat. Also, you see it popping up quite a lot in coloring books. An extra tutorial, practice page. Cakes. Christmas pudding. Klara Markova. Teapots. Alice in Wonderland. It's, yeah. Fruits in every coloring book. Mushrooms. Same. This book is great, really. And although it's just a tutorial book, it has a very lovely paper. An outfit. The campfire. This one I have colored in with just pencil, not with markers, but with pencil. It's working also. And now I'm sure that if I have a single-sided page, that I will use it with alcohol markers, but it's perfectly doable for pencils as well. And the nice thing about it is that I can learn to look at shadows better because of the tutorial here, that it's quickly applicable. Marshmallow mugs. Klara Markova, you see them a lot. Mirror. Again, yeah, baking things it's just a nice flower. I did these steps a little bit in a Disney Vitro book. It's not turning out like I wanted, because I made my own picture a bit how can I say it, a bit of myself. I didn't follow all the steps like they've shown, and the result is but nevertheless a fish, super nice. And there's also another part that I'm very enthusiastic about, or excited about. Here you have some sea creatures, a rainbow, an evening window. How cool! Magical crystals, or no, not crystals, but I'm not sure how it's called in English, but you know what I mean. Hannah Carlson has them in a few of her coloring books. A fluffy bear. How to make the fur a bit looking fluffy. Leaves, water drops on leaves. Bottles, Hannah Carlson. Lollipops, you name it. It's incredible. Bubbles. This one is also super nice. A ghost, yeah, a ghost in the library or a ghost anywhere. Really, they thought of everything. Patterns, love it. A wooden floor. A tiled wall in a kitchen. Perfect. This one is, I think it's called tapestry. Now, I think this is more difficult to draw yourself, but maybe if you try. Stones, a stone pot. Wonderful. I'm really looking forward to apply this one. This as well. A brick wall. Water. And this is from a pool, water that's in a swimming pool. Really, I love it. Flowers in a green spot. And then, yeah, a flowers field. Different clouds. And extra practice pages. So I think it's, here you have some coloring examples with some elements that you have seen in the book and that you can apply here on these pages. The envelope, the teapot, the kettle, the fluffy bear, the candle holder. It's super lovely. Really, guys, if you're looking for a great tutorial book, I really recommend this one. It's thick, it's full of lovely tips. I love how it has influenced this coloring page already. I love the result. I want to thank Mus again for the opportunity to try out this book and to be able to present it to you guys, because a lot of colorists from all over the world are really loving coloring and the cozy coloring as well. So if you're a regular colorist like I am, or if you are doing the cozy coloring, please take a look at this book. It's fantastic. I can't say anything more than that. I'm not paid to say it. I'm really, really enthusiastic by myself, or excited by myself. Yeah, I'm going to use this book a lot. I have other tutorial books. I forgot the author's name, Helen Elliston. They are also fantastic, but I never use them. I think it's a bit too difficult sometimes to follow, and it's not her fault because she's explaining it super well, but still it's a step I have to take, and this is in a few short steps, very simple, very easy, and you get an effect. I love this. I love this. So anyways, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask them down below, and I hope I will see you soon in another video. Thank you for watching. Bye.